Good morning children. In today's class, we'll go with Let's Learn More as part 2 because in my previous class, I have just finished with question number 1 to 6 of Let's Learn More for the unit 2. Now moving to the 7th question, it's written like this. You have to underline the adjectives in the sentences. Adjectives you all know is describing the noun, is known as adjectives. So here I will be reading the first sentences like this. Ramji Bhai is a poor man, but he is honest. So poor is an adjective there and honest is also adjective. So children, you have to underline the word poor and you have to underline the word honest. The second one is those red roses are so beautiful. So again, red, underline the word red and beautiful, you have to underline it. The third one, the naughty boy was punished by the angry teacher. So here the boy is what? The naughty. So naughty is an adjective there, you have to underline that. And the angry teacher. So you have to underline the word angry. Now moving to the fourth sentences. The loud noise woke up the young man. So the voice was loud. So loud is an adjective there. And man is young man. The man, young is an adjective used there for the man. So you have to underline the word loud and you have to underline the word young. Moving to the next one, children, the fifth one. The cunning fox tried to fool the innocent rabbit. So here the fox was what? The cunning. The cunning is an adjective used here for the fox. So underline the word cunning there and innocent rabbit. The rabbit was innocent. So you have to underline the word innocent as an adjective. Moving to the sixth sentence, little Neha sang sweet song. So the little is an adjective used there. Underline the word little and underline the word sweet. Moving to the seventh one, it's like this. The brave king defeated his old enemy. So brave is an adjective used there. And old. Underline the word brave and underline the word old. The eighth one, Jay ate a delicious cake and had some hot tea. So underline the word delicious and underline the word hot. The ninth one, the new teacher told us a funny story. So again here children, underline the word new and underline the word funny. And the 10th one, the tired cap seller sat under a big banyan tree. So you have to underline the word tired and you have to underline the word big. So hope students you have understood all the 10 sentences that you have to underline as adjective. Now moving to the next question. Now moving to the 8th question is written like this. Filling the blanks with correct preposition. Okay. There in page number 19, it's already given 2 helping boxes being given to the each sentences. You have to pick the correct one. So I will be just reading the correct sentences in this blank. Harsh is sitting with his parents. See, there's a box, with is there and at is there. What is the correct preposition used there? Harsh is sitting with his parents. The second one is Tina climbed up the tree. So up is the correct preposition used. The third one is the boys dived into the river. The fourth one, I will go to the market tomorrow. The 2 is the correct preposition used. The butterfly is flying around the flowers. Around is the correct word of preposition used in this sentences. The sixth one, monkey jumped down from the tree. The down is the correct preposition. The seventh one, the policeman ran after the thief. After. Okay, just write the children after. The eighth one, the horse jumped over the bushes. So over is the correct preposition used. The next one is the thief ran across the road. Across. A-C-R-O-S-S. Across. And the last one is the child looked at picture. So looked at, the at is the correct preposition. Now children, moving to the 9th question there. Now children, the 9th one is like this, 9th question. Rewrite the sentences using contradictions for the underlined words. In your workbook, some of the words has been underlined, you have to make it a contradiction. What is this? A short form. First one is written on the board is like this. She will teach us maths. So she will. Okay. What is the short form of contradiction that can be used? This SHE apostrophe double L. So this is a contradiction. She will teach us maths. Now moving to the second one. Just on your page, children. There is written like this. Neha cannot read Gujarati. So word cannot is underlined. You have to make a short form of contradiction of that. So you will be writing like this. Neha can't, C-A-N apostrophe T, can't read Gujarati. Okay, the rest of the sentences you have to write it as it is only. The third one is, I will complete my homework. So I will is underlined word and you have to change it. So there you will write I apostrophe double L. I will complete my homework. The next one is, we have many toys. So again here, we have is underlined. You have to make the changes there. So you will be writing there W-E-B. Then you have to put an apostrophe and V-E. Okay, we have many toys. The next one, he is running fast. So again, the answer, the correct one will be he's. H-E apostrophe S. He is running fast. The next one is, this is not my pen. So, is not is underlined. You will be changing it. You will be changing is, this isn't. I-S-N apostrophe T. This isn't my pen. The 7th one is, there are many books. So, how you will be writing the correct one? There are T-H-E-Y apostrophe R-E. There are my books. The 8th one, it is 9 o'clock. So what is the correct one? It's. I-T apostrophe S. It's 9 o'clock. The 9th one, Amar was not at home. So Amar wasn't. W-A-S-N apostrophe T. Amar wasn't at home. The 10th one is, you are a good boy. So how you will be writing this? Y-O-U apostrophe R-E. You are a good boy. Hope children have understood. Now moving to the 10th question. Now children, moving to the 10th question, underline the compound words in the sentences. So what is a compound word? I just tell you this. Suppose a word is like this, flower. Okay. So one word and another word is pot. So when you combine these two words, it forms a new word known as. So this is a compound words. So here you have to underline the compound words. The first one, the woodcutter stood on the seashore. So again, underline the word woodcutter and underline the word seashore. The second one is, he drew a rainbow in his notebook. So rainbow, underline the word rainbow and underline the word notebook. Okay, more than one word is known as a compound words. The third one, she will buy earrings and a lipstick. Underline the word earrings and underline the word lipstick. The fourth one, I like to read a storybook at bedtime. So again children, what is the compound word? Very good. Storybook and bedtime. Underline the word storybook and underline the word bedtime. The fifth one, the teapot is on the tablecloth. So teapot and tablecloth is a compound word. The next one is, grandfather will come for my birthday. So underline the word grandfather and underline the word birthday. The next one, the postman rang the doorbell. Postman, doorbell. Very good. Underline the word postman and underline the word doorbell. The eighth one, I want to buy a toothbrush and a toothpaste. So underline the word toothbrush and underline the word toothpaste. Very good. The ninth one, I will buy some notebooks and a lunch box. Notebooks and lunch box is the compound word. The last one is, the headmaster wrote the notice on the blackboard. The headmaster is the compound word used there, and blackboard is also a compound word. Underline the headmaster and underline the word blackboard. Now children, just turn your page. Now children, on page number 21 of your English workbook, there is question number 11 is fill in the blanks, and you can see the 14 blanks are there and some helping box has been written over there, such as the first one is a dash make pots. So options are there. So who make pots, children? Potter. So you have to write P-O-T-T-E-R, potter. Okay. So question number 11 and question number 12. See, come to page number 21, children. Page 21. There a picture is there. You have to look at that picture and you have to write 10 sentences of that picture. So exercise 11 and question number 11 and question number 12 is the homework for you all, children. So you have to just take out page number 21, question number 11 and question number 12. You have to do it by your own self. Now turn your page to page number 22. Now children, when you come to your page number 22, there is a comprehension there. You have to read that story and then you have to write the question answers. So you just go through the story. It's the story about the fox and the stone. That how these two friends were invited one another at their home, and when they were supposed to serve, they served in their dishes that was convenient for them to eat and drink. So here, when you read that story, there are 5 question answers are there. The first question is like this. In what did the fox serve the soup? So answer is, the fox served the soup in a shallow plate. The second question is, could the stove drink the soup? Why? The answer is no. The stove could not drink the soup because of his long pointed beak. The third question is, in what did the stove serve the mango pulp? The answer is, the stove served the mango pulp in a pitcher. Pitcher means a pot like this, a container. Okay. The fourth one is, could the fox eat the mango pulp? So answer is no. The fox could not eat the mango pulp because he could not put the mouth into the pitcher. And the last one is, what is the moral of the story? So you will be writing, the moral of the story is, as you sow, so shall you reap. Okay. Now hope student you have understood. You just go through this video once again, and along with this video I will be sending the PDF. So you have to write this exercise Let's Learn More Part 2 in your English workbook itself. Thank you, children.